How can a person petition for their spouse? Well, the first thing you have to do is make sure you're a United States citizen or a lawful permanent resident. If you're not one of those, then the only people who can actually bring a spouse are people who are holders of eligible visas. And people with eligible visas can often have their spouse accompany them. However, if what you're interested in is your spouse becoming a lawful permanent resident, then it's necessary that you are either a United States citizen or a lawful permanent resident. In those cases, you would file an immigrant visa petition, Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative, on behalf of your spouse. That petition will be reviewed by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, who will then determine whether, in fact, they believe that you have a bona fide relationship with your spouse. Now, very often, the most important thing for you to prove is whether or not you entered into your marriage for the purposes of building a life together as husband and wife. Now, provided immigration believes that that is the reason you've entered into your marriage and not in order to solely obtain an immigration benefit, then the petition will be approved. Now, once the petition is approved, depending on where your spouse is and whether or not they entered the country legally or illegally, will affect how they proceed to the next step. In certain circumstances, a person will be eligible to complete their adjustment of status application here in the United States, and in other circumstances, they may have to return to their country and apply for their immigrant visa at the U.S. Embassy abroad. In filing for a petition on behalf of your spouse, it is important that you review all of these issues with an appropriate and competent attorney. For that reason, I always recommend that people obtain the advice of an experienced and knowledgeable immigration attorney prior to filing any applications or petitions with USCIS. Should you have any questions regarding that process, please feel free to contact my office. Thank you.